Kiwis will have access to Pfizer's new antiviral treatment for COVID-19 after Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern confirmed the country's drug buying agency, Pharmac, had secured 60,000 doses. The medicine had up to 90% reduction in death and could be taken at the first stage of someone getting unwell. Ardern said it was a major step in the global fight against COVID-19.
Clinical trials have shown this treatment is shaping up to be particularly promising, with an 89% reduction in hospitalisation and death. In simple terms, this drug, taken orally over the course of a few days, is the first of its kind to really hone in on coronavirus and can be taken at the first sign of symptoms to help stop people from getting really unwell.
Alongside vaccinations, New Zealand's hospital treatments were already reducing the likelihood of people needing ICU care, with the ICU rate in Auckland dropping to 3% of hospitalisations, down from 5.7% previously. Across the Auckland and Northland DHBs, there were fewer cases than expected.
But of course, preventing people from getting COVID in the first place through vaccination and safety nets built into the traffic light system is still the very best protection we can offer. We don't want to wait till people are unwell and then treat them. Per capita, New Zealand maintains the lowest number of cases and deaths in the OECD.
It comes after the country's first weekend under the new traffic light system and 135 new cases of COVID-19 announced today. 125 cases were reported in Auckland, 8 in Waikato and 2 in Canterbury. 76 people were in hospital and 7 were in ICU. There are 4 new cases in Nelson Marlborough, which will be officially reported in tomorrow's figures. Nationally, 93% of people have had their first dose of the vaccine and 88% have had both. The nation was projected to hit 90% double dose by early next week. So far, more than 3 million My Vaccine passes have been issued. The Ministry of Health have been emailing temporary exemptions to people waiting for individual assistance. There are still about 11,000 people whose email address or contact details are not clear, and the Ministry is working through this to provide them exemptions. Earlier today, Ardern said she was not expecting lockdowns over summer, with some parts of the country only just starting to get freedoms back. Ardern was confident the new traffic light system, which rolled out on Friday, will give the country enough protection.
We have built our arrangements, our COVID protection framework, the requirements of all Aucklanders. Those are the protections we've put in place so that we can enable safe movement. So we are not asking people to stay home. We're instead asking them to follow the rules wherever they are in the country. So if you're an Aucklander and you're double vaccinated, then you're able to move. If you haven't been, you need to be tested. If you don't want to do either of those things, then of course we would ask you to stay where you are. For the rest of the country, of course, we ask people to follow the COVID protection framework. If you're in a red area, make sure you follow those guidelines. They've all been set to ensure that despite there's movement around the country, we're doing that as safely as we can.